Boozing with gays.
You know you have to play it again.
Okay.
Boozing.
This is zero people.
Gays.
There's 0 people here.
Hi, 0 people.
Is it Friday?
Is it Friday?
We have one person here. Hey!
Shake,
Hello,
shake,
everybody.
shake, shake.
Hey, everybody.
Bow, bow.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I want
Yeah,
a cocktail,
you need
a
a cocktail,
cocktail,
baby?
a
You need a
cocktail.
cocktails. We are having cocktails. Cocktails.
Hello, Robin McWilliams.
Hello, my darling. How are you?
Jennifer Lee Warren is here.
By the way,
I think there's an eyelash in my
cheers.
drink.
It's actually the mint. There's a little bit of mint.
Eyelash?
Or an eyelash.
Or mint.
Or Billy eyelash. You know what I forgot? To put the mint in here, and that's what you're missing.
Can I taste it?
Let's taste it again.
That's what I'm missing.
Hey, Corey Madden. Hey, Relive.
You know what sound you just made?
What I made?
Do you remember that tooth polish that was like Prel or
Prel? Prel's a hair.
it was a
That's
hair that
hair.
Pearl Drop tooth polish. And that woman would go, it's a great
feeling.
Yeah, that's what you
Lord have mercy. So tonight, everybody, we are having the Market Daiquiri.
I don't know why it's not called a pear daiquiri.
No,
but it really is very pear.
So what this is 2 ounces of rum, light rum, a half ounce of pear puree, which we tried to make our own.
Pear juice.
It didn't
Scratch
go.
the puree.
It didn't go well.
No.
So it's just pear juice.
You know what was a good puree? It just was the consistency of baby food, and who wants that in their cocktail?
It was so gross, y'all. I can't even stand
Oh,
it.
you didn't like eating it?
No, I didn't even like eating it.
It'd make you regular.
Thanks, Elma.
What else?
And what else? Orgeat syrup, lime, and some mint leaves.
I
It's
can't
really
stop
good.
drinking this.
That's really very tasty.
Oh, I'm looking down there. I see words on our faces.
I know, it's crazy, right? Okay, so tell everybody, what was yesterday?
Yesterday was my birthday.
Jeffrey, it was his birthday.
It was my birthday. It was my birthday.
It was your
dude.
birthday. Happy
It was my
birthday.
birthday. I'm becoming old. It's very strange.
It's crazy.
Body parts are breaking down. My knee didn't want to work yesterday like it normally does. It
So,
was just peculiar.
All of a sudden, he's walking to the house, and it was just like, knee was out.
It's like I just handed it to you.
Hey, Melanie.
This? What's your knee? Put it back on.
Put it back on. Put your knee back on.
Put it back on. So I had a just kind of laid back.
Dan.
You did the kids in the morning, which was nice. But then we had a lovely birthday party. Michael kind of loves surprising me, and I actually like the surprises.
Just a little few people
Few
outdoors.
people. I have to do a thank you to Miss Paula for being the hostess, and it was awesome. It was a really fun party.
Yeah.
And something happened.
What happened?
At this? Can I share?
Yeah. What happened?
So invariably at birthday parties, people are like, well, what famous people were born on your birthday? And my number one, like the most famous person born on my birthday is Dwight Eisenhower, which shows you how exciting my birthday is. It's like Dwight Eisenhower, Roger Moore, Madonna's daughter. it's Lourdes.
Who just announced today
Yes.
that they did a big interview with Lourdes, Madonna's daughter. And she goes, well, I don't know what I want to do. I might model. She's 25. I might model. I might act. I don't know. First of all, you ain't got to do nothing. And that's privilege right there. She goes, I don't know what I want to do. I'm still thinking it out.
Well, where is she that they're even interviewing her?
In a magazine.
Because she's Madonna's daughter.
She's Madonna's daughter in a magazine.
So I go on my phone. I say, well, who am I forgetting? And there was Usher. And I go, oh, that's right. Usher's on my birthday. And whatever else. And then it said, and this shocked me, but yesterday was George Floyd's 48th birthday. And that hit me.
What would have been
his 48th birthday. And that hit, and I don't know in what way it hit me necessarily. It just kind of grounded things. It made things very real as to where we are right, here and now in this country. And
that you get to celebrate your birthday, he does not.
And he does not. And also what struck me is the only reason I know that George Floyd's birthday is on mine, the only reason that is available to me is that he was a man who got killed. And that's a very weird murdered. And that's a very strange thing. Because he got murdered, he's in the news, and I know his birthday is the same day as mine. And I'm kind of neglectful. My sister, 8 years younger than I, Sarah, her birthday as well. So happy birthday, Sarah.
And today is our nephew Adrian's birthday.
Yeah.
Hi, Adrian. Happy birthday, my love. I'm sad to people.
And I believe isn't Oscar Wilde's birthday today, or is that tomorrow?
That was it. Oscar Wilde's birthday is today.
16th.
I think it's today. All right, Jeffrey Warren in the house. I said hi. I think it's everybody.
Pear.
Let us know you're here. We need to know you're here. Robin, we said hi. Melanie, so good to have you. 6 repeat. What up, girl? All right, ciao.
We're gonna jump in.
So much has happened this week.
We have to jump in.
So much has happened this week. It has been a lot. Yo.
I'm not doing that. I'm doing this.
We got to do our fair use statement. Excerpts of copyrighted material may, under certain circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching, and research without the need for permission from or payment to the copyright holder. Done.
Infringement.
Mm.
It's just like saying it's great now.
Okay, Jet.
Do it. Ready?
All right.
Ready for you.
Yo, it has been a week. It has been a week.
That means we're toast.
It needs to be toasted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, baby.
Hi. Oh, did you kiss me?
I didn't yet. Hey.
I'm 40-something plus 1 day old.
40-something plus what? 1 decade? I don't know why you tripping. 40-something plus 1.
1?
Next year, next year's our big birthday. I'll just say that. Next year is both our big birthday. My birthday's coming up in November.
Well, and you're 5 years younger than I am. 5 weeks. Wrong amount. 5 weeks.
I just look 5 years younger than you are. Look at that. All right, so.
Not what I've been told.
All right, so speaking of birthdays. Honey, what opened tonight?
Tell me.
Miss Jamie Lee Curtis opens in Halloween Kills. Miss Thing is older. She's an older actress now, but guess what? She's pulling box office. She's letting the motherfuckers know. You know what? You make a movie with a middle-aged woman, it's gonna sell. And I say that because Jamie Lee Curtis and I are birthday twins as well.
I know that's more. I think that's more exciting than Dwight Eisenhower.
I love Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm such a crush. Did anyone ever get me to meet her?
She had a little Instagram thing that she put out, honoring my mother in all her glory. Oh, what does that mean? Premiere party time, and this is what she wore to the premiere of Halloween Kills.
That is so cool. So what she wore is an exact replica of what her mother wore in Psycho. For those of you who know, Jamie Lee Curtis's mother is Janet Leigh.
And
if because you didn't know that,
she put on the dress and she goes, I think that's 250's Housewife. People might not get the reference. And so she got a shower curtain and stained it with blood, or fake blood, I imagine.
Or real blood.
Or real blood. Who knows? I thought it was really clever.
Yeah. We are 1 degree away from Jamie Lee Curtis, but if anyone can ever get me to, I want to meet her so bad. My God! Oh,
I know you do. That would be a big thing on your list.
She's like, I mean, the way she looked in what is that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger? True Lives, True something.
Yeah,
True Lives. Oh, she's so beautiful.
That movie made no sense.
And then the way she, her in.
You just keep going. Travolta. And what the yoga movie or the disco movie?
Making it nonstop to the top.
That was a TV show.
What was the other? I don't remember. I just remember her.
I'm going to talk about another. I'm talking about another birthday.
Another birthday.
Cardi B had a birthday, and Lizzo went dressed in this. What do we think? What do we? Honest to goodness, what do we think?
True life.
At this point, should we be wearing clothes at all? This is my question.
Look, this is what I say. Y'all know I stan. I'm a Lizzo stan.
Right.
She can do no wrong as far as I am concerned. She can do no wrong.
Right.
And her wearing this is saying, fuck you, A, to the patriarchy. I can wear what the fuck I want. Yeah. My body is my body. I look good. I feel it. And for those of you who keep saying to her, well, all that extra weight is going to cause you to die. You're just unhealthy. Honey, watch her TikTok videos where she's a vegan. First of all, she's vegan. She eats healthy every day. She has a trainer. She works out every day. She's able to perform a show. All these people saying, oh, she's just unhealthy. Can't even get up off the damn couch to do one of her routines.
And my knee went out the other day.
Your knee went out the other day. Where'd it go? Linda Ravenswood is here. What's up?
Linda Ravenswood.
So good to have you, baby. So what else we want to talk about?
Well, we're touching on this because we'd be remiss if we didn't. Squid Game. Now we can move on.
Okay, we are not going to say anything about Miss Squid Game.
We can't talk. Well, number one, you have not seen it, or you've seen.
I've seen.
So Michael
2 episodes.
tunes into Squid Game at like 12:30 at night. He watches half an episode. The Korean makes him sleepy, and he just passes out. That's what you've been doing.
I got 2 episodes. I'm 2 episodes in.
No, you're 2 episodes in. You think.
I think.
You think.
But
I, meanwhile, have finished it, and I recommend. By the way,
my children have finished.
I have a recommendation.
What's that?
Watch it in Korean, because I don't want to say too much about it. I find that the English speaking voiceovers, it doesn't fit the movie in some way. It's disjointed.
Not saying that they're not good voiceover artists,
You don't,
because
a lot of our friends
are the
qualify
voiceover
what I'm
artists.
saying. You do not have to. I'm saying it's a bit disjointed. When you see it in the original Korean, because I started watching with the English, and it was our child Maxwell said you should watch it in Korean, and I did. I went, oh gosh, I'm enjoying it even more. So my recommendation.
But this is what I want to say about Squid Game.
Yeah.
So on Netflix, which is having a week, they're having a week as well. On Netflix, it is the #1 watch show ever on Netflix.
Ever.
It has had over 111 million views. Now their views are like anything over 2 minutes.
17 days.
In 111 million
and
views.
to compare it to Bridgerton, it was how many? It was
82 million in the first month.
Now,
what I want to say to everyone who ever gets this from any streaming site or any place ever, they are both things that are loaded with people of color.
Not white.
These are people of color, and they're pulling these numbers, which should tell you making more content with people who don't look like the higher ups, Ted Sarandos, can actually be profitable for you.
Yes.
Because guess what? There's an audience.
Because if it's good, we tune in, right? That's what it is. And the other thing that I said to Michael about this, I said, I don't know what happened with, I feel like Korean movies and television just went bam, all of a sudden we're watching them and they win Academy Awards and they win. I said, maybe they were always there and it's just actually in my sphere at this point, but I find Korean storytelling awesome. I really do like it.
Storytellers. Story.
Oh, that fits into the next thing.
What's the storyteller?
I know you're gonna talk because I have no idea what to say about this.
So, y'all been following this. Y'all, guess what?
you have to give them something. So it's Dean Cain and what's her name? I forget her name. What are you doing?
Terry Hatch.
Oh, Terry Hatcher.
Sorry, something got caught in my throat.
He's coughing.
All right, so that's on your left.
Yes, that was Lois and Clark.
Lois and Clark. Terry Hatcher and Dean Cain. On your right is Superman and his boyfriend.
No, he's Superman's son, right? So
he's the new Superman.
He is, but he's Clark Kent's son, John Kent.
Yes, John Kent.
Yes.
Kissed it all up on Jay Nakamura. Yes, baby.
But you said that he's a hacker, Jay Nakamura.
Well, that's what I've been reading. He's a hacker.
I have read that he was a reporter and hacker, and and he says interesting. It says that what you're doing some agua.
I do want some
agua.
Make,
as opposed to getting totally trashed on rum. How about agua?
I'm back.
Anyway, so, that was kind of a fun thing.
Anyway, so Superman's son has come out as bisexual.
And Dean Cain had something to say. I kind of don't even understand what he had to say.
Dean Cain, right-wing Republican.
At first, I thought he was, why are they making him gay? But then he was more like saying, well, they made Robin bi recently, and he talked about Captain America is gay. Is that it?
Captain America is gay.
And so he's talking about all these characters.
Supergirl.
And so he was kind of saying, well, this is kind of regurgitating what's already been done. This isn't new at all. So that was kind of, he had a thing. And, one of our faves, George Takei, decided to say this.
So Dean Cain apparently is upset that the new Superboy in the comics is bisexual. I used to be upset that Dean Cain was straight, but he has definitely cured me of that. Mm-hmm. Don't come for George Takei.
George Takei throws you. I wish you could have done his voice, however. Is there more?
Oh my.
Oh my.
I'm just like, guess what? I don't know if I could ever do his voice right. I mean, his voice is so splendid and wonderful. I got to work with him twice, and I was like, it was delightful. He's a very delightful man.
Speaking of George Takei.
Speaking of George Takei.
Captain Kirk came back to Earth. He did his 11-minute trip with Bezos. And this is the clip I have of him right after landing. So he's like literally on this bizarre kind of fantastical monologue.
What you have given me is the most profound experience I can imagine. I'm so filled with emotion about what just happened. It's extraordinary. I hope I never recover from this. I hope that I can maintain what I feel now. I don't want to lose it.
No, but I have to say what I liked about this before we do anything else.
Before we say something shitty?
No. He gets off the spaceship and everyone's like, they have champagne and they're spraying the champagne and they're cheering and Bezos, you're wonderful. They're doing all this stuff. And he's off to the side and he's just quiet. And he's such an actor. He's just, I'm taking it in. I'm experiencing this. Well, he's 90 years old. First of all, he has a right to do whatever he damn well pleases. But he's off to the
90.
side. And then finally, he's kind of drawn into the center of it, and people start talking to him, and then he doesn't shut up. It's like, you open the door, and he talks, and the marble, and the blue, and I'm out there, and this, and blackness, and he goes on.
It's life, it's death, it's like, I don't know.
It's kind of awesome.
That speech, I call it that speech that he did is very King Lear-esque. It's like just big. It is huge.
But it's also blue and black. It's so blue, it's blue. Then it's black.
It's black. And that's life. And that's death. And that's life. And that's death.
So George Takei wouldn't let him off the hook. This is what he said. You're reading that too.
Okay. He's boldly going where other people have gone before. He's a guinea pig, 90 years old. It's important to find out what happens. So 90 years old is going to show a great deal more on the wear and tear on the human body, so he'll be a good specimen to study. Although he's not the fittest specimen of 90 years old, so he'll be a specimen that's unfit.
George Takei. He is on a roll.
First of all,
he's like, I started going.
90.
I did Lizzo, George Takei. Did you talk about Lizzo's dress? I was trying to find connections.
90. He just kept saying 90.
Oh my God, you're 90. You're old.
You're 90. Now, for those of you who don't know, George Takei and William Shatner have had a long-going feud. Honey, these two divas have been going at it for a hot minute. So, Jeffrey George goes, oldly go.
What does Jeffrey write it?
Oldly go where no man has ever oldly gone before. But they've been fighting for years. So
the other person that kind of came out against this was Prince William. Did you see that? He's like, why are we spending all this money sending people to space when we need to take care of things right here on the planet? Which
there's a truth to that. There's a huge truth to that. But he also wants to know, will that baby be a little dark? That's the same Prince William who's like, they didn't say who said it, but will that baby be a little dark? So I don't have.
Are you joining us, my friend?
Hi, Sebastian.
Come and say hi.
Come say hi to everybody.
People want to see you.
Bash, that's Bash. Come on, buddy. Oh, I just locked the thing. All right. Oh, he's
so the dogs are all over the place, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, normally our dogs are like.
Hey, Bash, I want to show you a picture of something. Are you ready? Check this out. What is that?
A two-headed tortoise.
It is a two-headed.
It is a two-headed tortoise.
It's a two-head. Can I tell you
hey,
exactly?
Renee.
It is a two-headed diamondback terrapin turtle.
Terrapin. Matthew Black. It's a terrapin. Matthew Black just wanted to let you know.
Oh,
terrapin.
Terrapin.
Terrapin. Terrapin.
And it's at the Birdsey Cape Wildlife Center in Massachusetts. It hatched 2 weeks ago. It's doing wonderfully. All its legs move. 2 of them independently of others. It's fascinating.
Can you show that again?
Can
I just see it? I just want to look at it again. Y'all, look at that. It's like, I will never leave you. Aww. I will never go away. I just did a song from Sideshow, a musical about conjoined twins.
Sebastian, people think you're strangling the dog.
No, baby, put the doggy down. Say hi.
This is Smokey. One of the ones that.
Hi, Barbara Haas.
She looks smoky, doesn't she?
I'm Smokey. I'm Barbara Haas.
I don't know why Barbara Haas came out of my mouth in that moment.
Barbara Haas.
I don't think Barbara Haas smokes.
Bang, bang, say hi.
All right.
You need
Thank you, buddy.
Can you take
He's got to go do his stuff. Take your dogs into your room.
So this next picture is yours.
So here's the deal. So Hutch showed me this picture of this two-headed tortoise. And I was like, oh.
And I could not be outdone.
Oh. Then I found something else.
The wildlife photographer of the year, is that what it is?
Yes, that's the wildlife photographer.
Am I showing the winner first or one of the others first? I forget which one order you went.
So this is the winner of the National Photography Wildlife Association.
This is a camouflage groupers, and so it's basically groupers spawning. So it's a bunch of semen and eggs.
It's just a huge picture of semen and eggs
and grouper going.
It's like I looked at that and I was like, that reminded me of me in the 80s.
Is this kind of like,
semen and
gotta
eggs.
go, gotta go. Is that what it is? It can't happen. Gotta go. I'm out.
So I was like, that one, the picture of groupers and semen and eggs, which I'll be having for breakfast.
This is a fishing spot. Was this your favorite? I think.
But this is my favorite. I don't know how this one. This is like a spider who is spinning a web.
Is it making her nest?
Making her
nest for the eggs.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
And look at that. You can see every strand coming out of. Is that their butt?
No.
No, that's their ass.
Well, he said butt. Ass and butt are sort of synonymous.
What's an ass?
What you're becoming.
Nicely done.
Shut up.
All right, but look at this. We have a couple more we want to show you.
Wait, one more.
That
was your kind of favorite. This is my favorite because it took me a while to figure it out. I'm looking at this like caribou carcass going, okay, and actually it's a bull elk carcass. And I didn't see the bear in the corner. And it's
just a bear.
Just a bear going, hello?
Not a West Hollywood
Anyone there?
Not a West Hollywood bear, though. Just a regular
And I think that the person like put a camera in a case and left.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how this works.
So,
and the bear's like, is that something I should eat? Hello?
It's like, well, the bear's like, I'm going to take a selfie. What's up with that? What's up with that? Anyway, but these, I got to tell you, these photographs are absolutely beautiful. And
I wish I had a website. I'm sorry I didn't.
We use the website. All right.
This is not going to work.
Yeah.
Children running around. Hey, bud.
Right, so, hey, come here, buddy.
Wait, no, we have an agreement that you have to keep it quiet. Can you let Gilda outside, please? Gilda,
because I'm going to whip his ass if he don't be quiet. He don't know. I'm going to whip his ass.
And then he goes out, then she doesn't trust him.
Yeah.
This always happens. This is what happens in our house.
Oh, by the way, this our shaker is OXO brand. It has a little topper here. You press it. You press the top and you can pour out of that.
To press the top.
It's like, boom, there we go. OXO. Michael Matthews is here. Hey, Michael Matthews on board.
Michael Matthews is here in time for COVID news.
Ciao.
It just.
Yo, come on.
Okay, we have to backtrack. October 1st, Gavin Newsom let us all know.
So we're in California.
We're in California.
So,
California
we can like get together and do shit.
California students have got to be vaccinated. We are in a family. We have 2 kids in the California school system. They are both vaccinated, and we're pleased to have done it. We did it immediately. We said, science, yes. Doctors, yes. We're agreeing, did we not?
Yes.
We jumped in. We did it. I vaccinated the kids for all of the diseases, the rubella, the measles, mumps, polio. Why not vaccinate for
But let's
COVID?
be clear, though, because like a year ago, I was skeptical about vaccination because I was black.
Yeah.
Because I was black. I talked about it. I was skeptical because I'm black. Simply born, I'm blackity black. Black.
So what? This is actually maybe a good thing to ask. What changed your mind? What?
I didn't want to die.
Well,
I figured this out. Well, okay. I also waited for a bunch of white people to take it. I ain't gonna lie.
But we were still. Well, Michael Matthews is one of the reasons why we got the shot pretty early.
Yeah. Talk to some white people who got the shots, and I was like, okay, if white folks is doing it, I'm getting in the same line as white folks that I know.
Meaning
That's
me.
what I said.
You dragged me along.
No, I was in the same line with a whole bunch of white folks I know. I was like, y'all ain't do the double switch on my ass.
I'm continuing this whole thing. So
continue it.
October 6th.
October 6th.
Last week. It was National Walk to School Day, which we used to do that with the kids.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny because we do not live near any of the schools that our children went to in elementary. And so we would drive to like the Dunkin' Donuts that was like 4 blocks away from the school and walked to school with our children so they could be part of the national
Now
walk to school day.
the whole thing was to like actually get cars off the road
and walk to
but
school.
we had to drive to the drop-off point,
which was
to
Dunkin'
walk to
Donuts
school
for some reason. Yeah.
So it was kind of crazy.
So it didn't quite work for us, but I always appreciated the day. And the day for us, I mean, we'd go into the school and they would hand out they would give information to the kids about keeping physical, and they would give them an apple and a toothbrush and whatever. And it was always very health informed day at the school.
Apple and a toothbrush, 2 bits.
So, National Walk to School Day, and this is what happened. I got to find my thing.
Oh, Father's Day
in Beverly Hills. I gotta find the right one.
No, he's gonna be traumatized because you put that mask on him and you don't let him breathe trailer. You're traumatized.
That's my choice.
Yeah, well,
that's my choice. You better respect my choice too.
Masking children is child abuse.
It is.
You mask your child, you're a child abuser.
You should choose what goes on your child's face and in your child's body. This is rape. Yeah, this is rape. They're trying to rape our children with this poison.
Honey, all this white on white crime in Beverly Hills. Just white on white crime.
So I honestly think this verbiage,
it's fucked up.
Well, but you can go back to Tucker Carlson, who started this, I believe, back in March, I want to say, saying that putting a mask on child was akin to child abuse. And Tucker Carlson said, make sure you go up in people's faces and you tell them. He did all of that. And that's been echoed through that, the
machine, right wing machine.
And it's poisoning people. It honestly is poisoning people. But I have one more piece of information that really incredibly bothered me. This is
Did you just wait, who was the actor's name? Foster Brooks. Foster Brooks. You just did that. Who remembers Foster Brooks?
When I was in high school, I dated. When I was in high school, I babysat. Total different words, babysat and dated. Are they though? And I babysat a kid named Brooks Foster.
Brooks, if you're watching, how are you?
How are you,
Good
Brooks?
to see you.
Are you there? I babysat you. You were a baby, literal baby. So the Beverly Hills Firefighters Association, a couple days before this walk to school today, posted this on Instagram. And sorry that you can barely read it.
Just read it.
But so basically,
fucked up.
They're saying the mayor's going to be there, the Board of Education people will be there. It's another manipulation. Do you want to tell them how you feel about forced vaccine mandates? Grab your signs and come to Kelly's Coffee. I'm never going to Kelly's Coffee in Beverly Hills in my life. Anyway, I don't know if they're actually involved.
Any Kelly's Coffee.
I think that was their starting point, sort of like Dunkin' Donuts was our starting point.
All right. Good night, buddy.
Good night, Bash. So then this is kind of the Beverly Hills Fire Department has had to answer for this. And there's no, we didn't win. I wasn't on. We didn't. They did a lot of this very weird backtracking, going, well, who posted it? Anyway, I don't know what the reality is there. I was just highly distraught when I read that a fire department or the fire department's union, it's sort of unclear,
so
posted something that was like, go up to parents that have their young kids with them and yell at them things like, this is rape. This is, I don't know if firemen were in any of those videos.
It's such a Christian thing to do.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't. So basically, your house catches on fire, hot fireman shows up, drags you out of the house, then gives you COVID and you die because they're against it, wearing masks and all this other stuff.
So
and I want to say, I always want to say, like, well, ain't that some white nonsense? But no, because black folks are starting to file in line with this bullshit as well.
No, I think that there's many people, but the problem is they're being given misinformation. We're back to the point where we don't have the same block of information to work with. There's information over there, there's information over here, and it doesn't jive. So how do we make group decisions?
Jive? Are you saying something racist?
Talking. I've been listening to that song lately.
We listened to it last night?
I know. So a lot of the school board, the National School Board Association wrote to the president, wrote to Merrick Garland. They're like, we need help because we are now getting a lot of the school board people who some of them are not paid. I mean, I was on the PTA.
So we're parents.
I was on the PTA. I was a fundraising chair for like 5 years at my child's school. I did not get paid. And if anyone started like sending me threats like you better start doing it this way, or standing on my lawn with picket signs, which is happening to many of these people saying you better do it this way or something bad's going to happen to you. So there's these threats. It's not in one place or two places or three. It's all across this country. There are threats to parents and to these not officials, well, I don't know, these school board people saying you have to change your ways to the way I think, or else we are going to do bad things to you. So the letters were sent to the president, to Merrick Garland. And so Merrick Garland goes, hey, I can do something about this, and wrote to the FBI. Well, Rick Scott, our beloved, decided to write this. You reading this?
Joe Biden's attorney general wants the FBI to go after parents for speaking out at a school board meeting to protect kids from radical curriculum like critical race theory. Biden's disgusting socialist agenda must end. We won't let him intimidate and silence parents.
So I decided to go in this order to start with Rick Scott. So that was interpretation.
Yeah.
And
okay, Rick Scott just made me have to sit here and rock like an old black woman on the porch.
If I wrecked with you, is that bad? I feel like
no, just come on a journey.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to do that.
I'm trying to remember that love is love is love is love.
Oh, that's
but
a good
y'all, go.
Okay, Merrick Garland sent a memorandum.
It's kind of hot, by the way. Does anyone else think Merrick Garland is kind of hot?
It depends on the photograph.
I ain't gonna lie.
There are some photographs he's like Grumpy McGrumpenstein, and then other ones I find him more put together. Depends, you know. Sometimes it's Bernie Sanders hair. Sometimes.
No judgment, Bernie. Just get a call.
So Merrick, I kind of took a clip from the memorandum that he sent out saying, hey, we got to help people. This is what he said. By the way, I'm reminding you, Rick Scott said the FBI is going to keep people from voicing their opinion. That's what Rick Scott's point was. This is what Merrick Garland originally said.
Threats against public servants are not only illegal, they run counter to our nation's core values, capital V. The department takes these incidents seriously and is committed to using its authority and resources to discourage these threats, identify them when they occur, and prosecute them when appropriate. Hot Merrick Garland said that.
Nah, and he didn't say anything about that parents can't speak out.
Not a word.
They can't do protests or anything like that. He said when it is violence, when there are threats. And I don't know anyone better than Miss Jen Psaki to bring this one home.
Does the administration agree that parents upset about their kids' curriculums could be considered domestic terrorists?
Well, let me unravel this a little bit, because the National School Board Association is not a part of the U.S. government. I'd point you to them. What the Department of Justice said in a letter from the Attorney General is that, quote, threats against public servants are not only illegal, they run counter to our nation's core values. That is true. These were threats against public servants, threats against members of the school board. Regardless of the reasoning, threats and violence against public servants is illegal.
The president stands for the fundamental right of people to protest, to object, and to criticize. So does the president support the fundamental right of these parents to protest at school board meetings?
Of course, but he doesn't stand for the fundamental right. I assume you don't either, for people to take violent action against members of public servants.
So I assume you don't either was my favorite moment.
She's talking to Jeff Dukey. I'm sorry. Jeff Dukey. Oh, I said it again.
Is it Jeff? What's his first name?
Jeff Ducey.
Ducey.
Jeff Dukey. So she's talking to Jeff Dukey, who was the reason the term sake bomb was.
It's Peter Ducey.
Peter, it doesn't matter.
It's Peter.
Peter
Dukey. Peter Dukey's kind of
Peter
funny.
Dukey. Oh, Peter Dukey.
Peter Dukey.
Peter Dukey.
Peter.
Can we do rum? Does rum make us drunk faster?
Yeah,
no, gin.
Rum and gin.
Gin is like bad for us. Jennifer Lee Warren, gin is bad for us. It's like, but okay. So anyway, so this whole thing is happening. Oh wait, hey Gabriel Ortiz, hi baby. So Stacey Reed Payton, I'm gonna go back to this ring. Stacey Reed Payton, hi Ashley Hall, says that there's a group planning walkouts on Monday against the mandate in LA. I want to be there so I can hold a sign and tell them to kiss my black ass.
This is one of my thinking on this.
What's up?
Is that if that was here in LA and that's Beverly Hills and we're in this state, what are other states? I mean, this mandate is going to be, there's going to be blood. I don't know who's going to get hurt. I don't mean it.
Oh, there are folks all over the TikTok.
They're going to be
the TikTok
getting
who are saying
hurt.
that the next civil war is happening. They're preparing for the next civil war.
But they're building the civil war out of something that has to do with safety of kids. This is what doesn't make
honey,
liquor sense to me.
baby, bye. Because I'm telling you right now,
say it.
Y'all better get.
Say it.
I'm not gonna say shit. I'm just gonna say this.
Well, you are saying shit.
I'm gonna say this.
Shit.
Y'all better get y'all. Some of y'all.
Once again, why is this not center?
I don't know why that's
you
not
keep
center.
pulling it over your way. He likes being center screen.
You just moved it more to the right.
I want my face to be larger, so I'm going to say
which is weird.
It's very weird.
I know, right? I'll just sit in the background, honey. It's your birthday weekend. You sit there right in the front. Just go right in the fucking front. That's where you need to be.
Boozing.
Oh, I'm just tired. So anyway, Jen Psaki, every week, Peter Ducey and Jen. I know why I said Jeff, because I was reading something from Jeff Dorcas. That's why I said Jeff Ducey. It's Peter Ducey.
It already is.
Anyway.
Peter Dinklage.
Okay, can we talk about Peter Dinklage?
No, he's not on our list.
Well, no, but I want to say it. He's so hot. And he's in that new movie, like the Cyrano movie, where like he's Cyrano and then some sexy black man is
the other character.
I don't even know the other character. We don't even know the
I know Roxanne Cyrano, and I forget the other character.
And the black guy.
The black guy. Well, he wasn't black originally, but I'm glad they made him black.
So he's black.
Good.
And he's hot.
He's not. And then, he's not Jean Rene Reggae Jean.
Honey,
I never can say that man.
Reggae Jean.
Okay,
Page.
wait, is he going to be the new Bond? Do you think?
I don't know. We haven't seen the new Bond movie. Oh, I want to talk about this real quick. So
none of this is. We are off the page.
So our youngest child Maxwell.
We're
going to talk about the fucking monuments. Our youngest child Maxwell was like, we have to go see a movie. We have to go see a movie. But we have to go see. What did we go see?
Didn't we talk about this already?
No, because we just went this week.
I talked about this.
No, we went Saturday.
You're going to talk bad about this movie.
I have to.
Venom.
We saw Venom 2. There will be blood.
We tried to push James Bond. We did try to push James
So we go see Venom 2.
Yeah.
Y'all. When I say to you, there are plot holes bigger than a bottom's butt during Pride Week.
You have to say that again. He has to say
where there are plot holes bigger than a bottom's butt during
Pride Week.
That I was like, wait, how did you get special powers? They don't explain shit. They just do it. And I was just like, we sat there with
didn't hate. I mean, I
didn't hate it.
I felt like I knew exactly what I was getting into. I won't remember it in a month, but that's okay because all of them kind of blend together. There we go. It's not a big deal.
Honey, but so anyway, I had to talk about that because I was just like.
So downtown, I'm going to sit
downtown.
You're doing it.
Downtown.
You're doing it. This is yours. Go. I'm giving a prompt.
So, as some of you know, Mr. Foster and I are very much fans of like all of
we are muchly much
rum. All right, so oh my God, that's right. I saw it with Michael Matthews. That's why I didn't see it with you. I'm fucked up. Anyway, very much like fan of all the missions. I love going to missions. And I'm not from California, but in the 4th grade, I guess all Californians that do a mission project. Love missions. Missions are great. They had to do it. We did it. Both of our kids did it. They got the same fucking mission.
What's bad about that?
Anyway, but here's the thing.
Yes.
Father Junipero Serra.
Yes.
Who is a Spanish priest.
Who, I mean, I can't remember he's a Franciscan. He's a Franciscan monk, and he kind of came out of the Inquisition in Spain. I mean, he had a lot of those
priests, Franciscan monk.
All of that. But he had all of those things. He would wear, the punishing hair shirt, and he would have like the nails digging in. He was a sour man.
I used to wear the punishing hair shirt when I used to go to the Limelight in New York. I would go, oh my God, you're wearing the punishing hair shirt.
I have this picture of him just like flogging himself in ecstasy. Like, I gotta kill it. But what he did when he came to this state, well, it wasn't a state yet, to this territory, was he subjugated and killed and murdered or brought over to his side Native Americans. He shoved values down the indigenous folks' throats or killed
them.
Yeah.
Either you do or you don't. Anyway,
but when we were growing up back then, we didn't talk about that aspect of it. We just talked about that. Oh, Father Junipero Serra.
Wait.
And I was.
Wait, white folks didn't talk about
No,
like
we
things
didn't.
that had to do with
Isn't
that were
that
bad for indigenous
weird?
black or brown people? Oh my God. Who knew?
Okay, Scrooge McDuck.
Oh my God. I just Bitch better have my duck money.
So I'm gonna do this one. You're just taking too long. So there's a park downtown. It was Father Serra Park. It is across from the train station. It's at Union
Station.
Union Station. Thank you. And Father Serra had a statue there that was literally just like someone put ropes and toppled it down, and the thing broke in 15 pieces. And so they're going to rename it something else. They don't know what yet. But
right now it's called La Plaza.
It's called La Plaza. And
La Plaza Park.
They were thinking of like some of the suggestions because they think that is Tongva land. That it might be like Tongva Park or something, but that's a little bit of an unknown.
And while we are doing this, because it is Indigenous Peoples Day just recently, and we are sitting on the land of we are currently sitting and recording from the land of the Chumash, the Tongva, and the Kish people. So I just want to say that.
And I have to do this. I'm going to give an image. Well, actually, I'm doing two things. I have a banner as well.
You have a banner?
I do. It's, okay, where's my banner?
Oh my gosh, everything's gone.
I know, everything is a bit strange.
So
this is a really cool site. Go to this site and you will get a map that looks like this. And this is it's indigenous people from around the world. And you'll see parts of some of the continents don't have anything. But you can kind of dig in. You can type in your address and you can find out what indigenous land you are living on. It's not an exact. You kind of get like, that's why at the moment they're thinking we're on 3 different lands. They don't have an exact. But it was a really cool site to go to and just kind of look at stuff. So
yeah,
I recommend.
And we want to honor our indigenous brothers and sisters because, honey, they went through some shit. Well, most people of color have gone through shit, but they really went through some shit too. We went through some shit, and they went through some shit. Okay, there was some shit.
I know that this is a full page, but I'm not doing a full page.
What's happening?
So this was from last week, but I came across.
What did you come across?
Well, monuments.
So he's the one that did this thing about monuments. He's the one that did this thing about monuments.
Michael's like this.
I'm like, monument.
God.
Why the fuck we want to do a monument?
And, but kind of like we like going to the missions.
I love missions.
Which
for an atheist is crazy. But I love missions and the history and the stories.
But monuments have the thing is the monuments define who we are as a people, right? Like if we go to a state or a city, we go, hey, let's go to the Vietnam Memorial Monument. We go to places and see things, and it defines who we are.
See the Candace Owens Monument, and there's Rocky Raccoon.
The problem is, want to know the problem? The monuments don't reflect us. I mean, this isn't a surprise, but it's a truth. So here we go. Ready?
Hang in there, because I honestly don't know what's happening. So
the Andrew Mellon Foundation started something called the Monuments Project, and it's a $250 million initiative. And they're studying the monuments of the United States, and they're also then kind of making recommendations like, okay, well, there's an awful lot of Confederate soldiers out there. Maybe what we need to do. And so they're kind of fixing things as they go along, or that's kind of their thing. So I'm asking you, of the 50,000, they start with the first 50,000 monuments.
All right.
Who of the top 6 images that you would find in the 50,000 monuments of the United States, what images do you think are repeated? And I have the top 6 images right here. And I'll give you one hint, and that is that 2 of the images that are repeated never stepped foot on United States soil, but the other 4 certainly did.
So then it's not.
First of all, I'll do this. Do you think there are any females in the top 6?
Of course not.
There are not. That is correct, sir.
I know. The other one would be, so it's not Sacagawea.
No. So number 1, I mean, this is an easy one. Who do you think is the number 1 representation of the United States?
Help me out, y'all. Say something, because this is something you've been working on.
Are you going blank?
So, a monument. So,
who is our number 1 monument statue that you would see in the
United States? That's never set foot.
No, this person has set foot.
This right. I would say Washington.
Go a little further. You got it.
Washington or Lincoln.
Lincoln is our number 1.
Okay, Lincoln's number 1. I got it.
Because I think
we're a little bit
proud of Lincoln, right?
All right.
We're proud. Number 2 is Washington.
Okay, I got you.
You got you. Number 3. This is someone who never set foot in the United States soil.
Never set.
And you're not going to be pleased when you
General Francisco Franco.
we just passed a day that we're renaming. Here, that's an easy one.
Christopher Columbus. Thank you. Bernard Cans was like
He's
Columbus.
number 3. We have so many Christopher Columbus. He never stepped foot here. He isn't positive.
Wait.
Yes. Go. Ask your question.
He never stepped foot here?
No, because he landed like in the east, whatever. He didn't land here.
I'm confused.
Okay, we're going to get to it.
You're going to continue.
Number 4, you're going to like.
Number 4.
You're going to like.
Leontine Price.
No.
Jennifer Lewis.
Come on. You got this.
Vanessa Redgrave.
Number 4.
Number 4 would be...
important to American culture.
Really important?
Yes.
Or just...
No, really important to American culture.
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King. Number 4.
Oh my God! Are you serious? Okay, so Martin Luther King is number 4. Y'all, this is crazy because I didn't know. All right, so Martin Luther King is number 4.
I'm skipping number 5 because that's Francis Assisi.
St. Francis Assisi.
Like that, you go, why?
St. Francis Assisi.
Why? Number 5. Now this one you're really not gonna like. Number 5. Think Confederacy. Go.
Jefferson.
No, we just talked.
No. The other Jefferson.
No, not
the one who like.
Not Jefferson Davis.
Jefferson Davis, who supposedly is related to your family.
Shh.
Don't start none, won't be none. Okay, go.
Robert E. Lee. Number 5 is Robert. 6 is Robert Lee. Yeah.
Bernard. Everyone knew. Matthews, Ashley. They are because guess what? I have like taken. It's like when you have that little bulb and you put it in your ear and you squish it in there and everything bad comes out. I took the bulb and all like the bad white history came out.
Okay, so this is the next question. This is the last one. I'm gonna do for you all.
Okay.
Of the top 50 historical figures of monument statues,
top 50 historical figures.
3 of them are women. Can you name any of those women? 3 of them are women.
I want to say Shirley Chisholm.
It's not.
I want to say Bayard Rustin. He wasn't a woman. He's the girl.
But one of them, once again, never set foot in United States.
All right, so 3 women who were like,
think indigenous. Number 1.
Sacagawea. Sacagawea.
In the top 50, Sacagawea. We have Sacagawea statues in this country. Our dog is running through the house.
Sacagawea.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Now think Voices, France, Revolution, go.
Estelle Parsons.
Joan of Arc. Why do we have Joan of Arc statues?
How is Joan of Arc?
No, it makes not one bit of sense.
All right, so we have. So we're being told. Ashcroft says Susan B. Anthony has to be on there.
No, it's Harriet Tubman is the last one.
Oh,
yes. Oh. Every now and then, like we get these moments where there's clarity.
She can be on a monument, just not the $20 bill.
So the reason why I started this, I got to show you this one image that was the headline that made me read the article, which was kind of scary. But here we go.
All right, America's 50,000 monuments, more mermaids than congresswomen, more Confederates than abolitionists.
That's the problem.
Okay, that's
because when you go to the South, there was a study done, and I think the study is literally unnecessary. They said where there are Confederate statues in the South is where they have proven that there were more lynchings. Surprise?
Okay. Michael Briley, if you're watching this, hi. This is crazy. Our dogs are losing their fucking minds. They're just running around the house. All right. We got like 10 minutes.
So anyway, so real quickly, I'm going to do this one thing.
All right. We have to get to this one thing.
Well, no, you can't rush me. You can't rush me on monuments.
Rushmore.
We're not talking
I'm not talking about Rushmore. I can rush more.
No, the only thing I'm talking about is I'm talking about the Statuary Hall in the Capitol. Now, do you know about Statuary Hall?
No, I do not. Please inform me of Statuary Hall.
Each of the states gets to submit, and there are 2 statues in Statuary Hall from each of the 50 states. So the 100 statues in the hall. And they don't have to go through any process, meaning they don't have to be approved by the government.
Mm-hmm.
So if Mississippi says, I want to put Jefferson Davis there, which they did, then Jefferson Davis is in Statuary Hall.
Look up Jefferson Davis, y'all.
He's my relative. Well, he's the president of the Confederacy. Yeah. I mean, it's not, So Statuary Hall. So California, for instance. Ready?
California. Oh, California.
So our two statues were Thomas Starr King and Father Junipero Serra.
First of all,
Here we
Thomas
go.
Starr King Middle School is just down the street from our house.
But Thomas Starr King did some good for this state.
Which is letting people know where we live. I should have done that.
You already said we lived in California before.
But now they know that if they look up Thomas Starr King,
you think
middle
there's
school,
one?
Private joke.
So, but no, this is where I'm going with this. So the states can go, you know what? We want to change that. And so they, in like 2016, I think it was, they go, we're going to change it. Thomas Starr King, we don't really know who he is. So now we have a statue of Father Junipero Serra representing California and Ronald Reagan. Most of the statues are white men. Not surprising.
And there I am wearing Nancy Reagan red.
And then
those of a certain age will get that.
Oh my God, you just keep talking.
Did you have that on your thing?
No, I don't have that.
All right, Nancy Reagan red.
But what's happening is a lot of the states are realizing, and I have to go back to George Floyd, because the toppling of the statues, the changing things around, the Father Serra renaming, all of that stems, quite unfortunately, from his assassination.
Not assassination, murder.
Murder.
Assassination is a term that is used for political figures. But murder.
I thought they were sort of interchangeable. I didn't know.
They're not. Nope.
Okay. Then murder. You also said murder.
murder.
I'm not against that word.
Murder.
But so it's very interesting. So George Floyd, my birthday, whatever, sharer. He was a very unbeknownst to him, but that horrible, horrific act has kind of changed and charged this country towards changing and rethinking monuments. And I want to give one example. So Nebraska, one would imagine you probably have two white men, and they did for a long time. And they changed the one to Chief Standing Bear. And I have an image I want to show you.
Oh,
I thought this was really cool. Do you know who Chief Standing Bear is?
I don't.
This is the statue that they have. And if you find a picture of him, it looks exactly, I mean, it really is quite a good statue. It's quite a good image.
That's really beautiful.
Chief Standing Bear, I'm going to say this story all wrong and inside out, but I'm going to do it anyway. Chief Standing Bear is, I got to give you the tribe, because it was of the Ponca tribe. And he was, he lived in Nebraska, and in the lush part of Nebraska where the Ponca tribes were kind of growing on a lot of awesome things. And then when they did that thing in that 1900s, where they go, we want you out of here, and you got to go to Oklahoma where the land is barren and you can't grow anything. And so they moved the Ponca tribe there. A lot of them died. And so he goes, I have to move my people back to where I came from. His son even died, and he wanted to bury his son back in Nebraska, and he gets back to Nebraska, and he and his tribe get hauled into jail. They're like, no, sorry, we said you can't do this. He gets hauled into jail, and he goes in front of a judge, and they say that this is one of the first civil rights trials in history. And he said, this is in 1879, and he said,
2 years before I was born.
I have to read what he said, because I thought this was so genius. He said, this hand is not the color of yours, but if I prick it, the blood will flow, and I shall feel pain. The blood is of the same color as yours. God made me, and I am man. And on May 12, 1879, Judge Elmer S. Dundee ruled that an Indian is a person, which is shocking that had to be said out loud, but it was awesome because he got to move back to his land, and his tribe got to move back to his land. So go, your feelings, your emotions.
Well, I mean, that's beautiful. It's wonderful. I don't have the exact things here in front of me. I don't want to like guesstimate what it is, but there are court trials where it was decided that certain people who were Asian or Black were not human.
They were not human. Yeah.
And I don't have that information right now but I've done some research and study on it. It's been great. But we're going to talk about that. I think we need to bring that up. I think that's
we have talked about stuff like that. Certainly in regards to Black people and whether they. Yeah. But I read that and I said I have to share this. And then Nebraska had another old white man there. And they're changing that out with Willa Cather, the author. So they will have Nebraska lawyers have been represented by a woman and an indigenous man. And I just thought, so I think there's a lot of there's change in these incremental ways that I'm hoping it works. So
incremental.
Michael's pointing at me, going, "You have to move on." Oh, one more thing, and you want to see this. So one more image, one more statue, and I think you'll want to see this. This is Henrietta Lacks. Kind of.
We talked about Henrietta.
Yeah.
We just like
what?
We talked about Henrietta Lacks last week.
Yeah. Because of the Gila cells and whatever. But do you want to know the big problem about the Henrietta Lacks statue? Can I tell you what it is?
I'm looking at it.
No, it's not the image. It's not the image. It's in Bristol, England. It's not here. It should be here. Or someone needs to make a Henrietta Lacks statue for the United States. It needs to be a monument here. Mm-hmm. It needs to be one of the things that we can claim as pride, that's part of our country. And that is the end of my monument speech.
Monument speech. All right. Can we just go to Tucker Carlson?
No, he's so horrible.
Can we go to Tuckums? We're at the very end. We're about to roll.
Well, no, but stop.
Yes, hi.
We do what we do.
We
don't rush. We don't make them feel like we're rushing.
Or Russian. We are going to do a White Russian, though, but he's afraid to do a White Russian as a drink because I have problems digesting milk.
Okay, here we go. Tucker Carlson. It's embarrassing.
Pete Buttigieg has been on leave from his job since August after adopting a child. Paternity leave, they call it, trying to figure out how to breastfeed.
This motherfucker.
Oh,
oh
my God. No, you can't do that. I have something I'm doing. So I'm going to go into a screenshot of that whole thing we just saw. Read what's underneath. Spineless Pete runs off as crisis takes hold. And Tucker Carlson looks like he's about to receive a blowjob. Just saying that out loud.
Or give one.
That's what I meant. Actually, give one is what I meant to say. But I find that so incredibly, as a person with you who has raised 2 children and know what it's like to raise children. We never raised twins.
No!
We didn't do that. But, oh my God, to say that it's somehow unmanly or it's sort of gay bashing to raise your own kids and not be at work, which is basically what he's saying. In that
Here's the fucked up thing, y'all. Here's the fucked up thing. This motherfucker works for Fox News. Fox News require everyone to be vaccinated. You can't work at Fox News unless you're fucking vaccinated or you test every day. So they're putting that bullshit speech out. Here's the other thing. Men at Fox fucking News
get paternity leave.
They get 6 weeks of paternity leave. So he is doing nothing but being homophobic.
And he's pushing an old agenda. It has nothing to do with anyway. We hate him.
Piece of shit asshole.
And if we had a blank of the week, he would be on my list.
But we have this instead. Did y'all see that? That's new. That's brand new. Should we play it again? Should we do it again just so people can see it? Because it's so cool.
Michael,
my husband created this.
But you helped me.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. MTG. Anyone with the initials MTG can kiss my black ass.
Kiss my black ass.
The fascist NBA won't let Kyrie Irving play for refusing a vaccine, but yet they still let Magic Johnson play with HIV. Okay, first of all, bitch, let's be. Oh.
I don't think we have to say, honest to God, it just sits by itself. I don't think we have to scientifically pull that apart because it is the most idiotic, moronic, mind-numbingly moronic tweet of the week.
Who out there is like humming and rocking with me because of this shit?
I just rock with you. I can't
hum. I just want to say to you, MTG, you are so goddamn stupid.
And
look, y'all. I mean, here's the bottom line.
Oh, you're gonna talk. I was going to jump into the next.
Real quick.
You made me think.
I just want to say it real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Airborne disease, sexual contact and or fluid exchange.
You can't get HIV playing basketball. There's your bottom line. You just can't. You just can't.
All right, let's move on.
Image for you, Michael Shepard. This is all for you.
Ooh, I like me some Jesus ween. Or Jesus ween. Or Jesus ween. I just like ween.
So, this is a real thing. I saw that. I said, this has to be fake. This cannot be real. This is a real thing, and it's been going on since, like, I want to say 2012. So they have a website. You can go to a Jesus Ween website, and this is what they say.
The dictionary meaning of ween is to believe and think. We therefore see October 31st as a day to expect a gift of salvation on my face by receiving the gospel of our Lord Jesus.
Meanwhile, if you go to this is what I found for ween online. Merriam-Webster, transitive verb, archaic, to hold as an opinion, suppose, or believe. And then they had an old-ass quote from Melville. But the Urban Dictionary said,
a wiener.
A ween is a
like
noun.
a peenie, like a dick penis. Cheetah pumpkin ween.
And that was written
Saggy nutsack. So, for this motherfucker to say.
But no, hold on. I got this. Before you do that, we have this one thing. You'll play some? You'll see it.
This October 31st, join with all Christians on.
Some Christian groups will celebrate Jesus Ween instead. Their parishioners handing out Bibles to kids when they show up at the door looking for sweets.
Jesus Ween is not against candy. It's not about hijacking Halloween. Jesus Ween is about spreading something more positive.
Christians are also encouraged to skip ghoulish costumes and wear white instead. About 200 Bibles will be distributed Halloween night to little ghosts and goblins. It'll be up to their parents to decide how much to digest.
This is what I took from that. We could either buy a big bag of candy for Halloween or a bunch of Bibles and give them out. One sounds more expensive than the other. I love Snickers.
By the way, this bag has M&Ms, but they're caramel M&Ms.
Oh, those are good.
So I'm gonna eat these while I go out and buy these Bibles for these motherfuckers.
So yeah, we love you.
We love y'all.
We had fun.
So much chocolate and caramel in my
I'm gonna
mouth.
do it.
It's like cum.
Boozing with gays.
We're doing costumes next week. Join us.
Costumes next week, y'all.